Hello, this is the King. We are today showing the battle between Sneaky Bastards and Knight Templar. This is a CVL Rising battle, and it was a close battle with great attacks on each side. But in the end, the favorite go to Sneaky Bastard with 88 versus 87, and they also had the percentage. We will look at the attacks from Sneaky Bastards and go through them and have a look at. We will of course only show the great attacks. So let's take it from the beginning. We have it's pronounced Kniv TH12, who is making a bitch attack. Bitch attacks are very strong at the moment, like Lalo and a lot of other strategies. They all actually seems to be working at the moment, so it's hard to actually make a design that is extremely difficult to 3-star, at least for TH12. This goes for TH11 and 10 and 9 as well. What we actually are seeing here is that his part of his main army is going to the left here. I don't think that was the intention. I think the intention was they should have gone through the middle. But he did get the town hall. That could have been an issue for him if he didn't get this town hall, because as everyone knows, town hall is so strong defense wise at the moment. I will fast forward this attack because it already seems now that it's over and it's a 3-star. You also have the queen left, so it's pretty safe to say that this went down quickly. We will also have a look at his other attack against TH11. It's a dip attack. We of course always assume that dip attacks they will succeed. This is a bitch attack. He actually goes in from a corner, which makes it a little bit harder to get the entrance, because you need to funnel a little bit more than if you go into the center of a side. But he succeeds during this, and by saying he succeeds, he will already get smashed so much of this base that I will already now be able to tell that this will be wrecked pretty big. He still have a freeze, the royals left. Of course there's the IT over here. But there are so many units left and so few defenses, so let's just forward it. And he also had this freeze left for the IT that he can be using, and it came down there when IT started hitting the queen. And of course there are so many units left, so this went down. This is a pronounced Lerge. Let's see how she is doing. And this is a hog attack. They're going in on the front with the kill squad. They will probably have to go down to get this eagle before she will send out the hawks. And when that is done, I believe that she will send the hawks from either from the side at the 9 o'clock towards 6 o'clock, or reversed from 3 o'clock towards 6 o'clock. As said, I think we will see that the eagle will go down first, but she started a little bit early, but didn't really matter because the eagle did shoot, and we will see the hawks from 3 o'clock start a little above, 9 o'clock, sorry, start a little above, going towards 6. Will end up around here with the hawks. And it's pretty safe to say that this is also done. There are tons of Hawks left, and there are not that much defense. As said, this is also a dip attack, so it is also of course expected that it will be wrecked, and it was. So if anything was to be said, then she probably should have had a little more cleanup units, because of time. Time could have been an issue, because the Hawks are running all across the map. But great attacks, no doubt. Let's have a see here. Stella is making a dip as well. Not that big royals, but still maximum Hawks, so it should be wrecked pretty easy. Sending in those giants to tank before the siege, that will make the siege actually be able to end up pretty much over here where the IT range is. It should be able to tank very much. The Hawks are sent in a little too early, at least compared to what I would have done, and this is because if the Hawks are in one clump, the Eagle are actually able to kill all the Hawks even though they are in a heal. This is why most people, they tend to wait with sending in the Hawks until they know that the Eagle is done. As we can see, the siege, it went all the way through, and this base is of course totally wrecked. The only danger that could have been in this attack would have been if the Eagle had hit all the Hawks in one group. Again, there's no cleanup, at least not that much, but there are so many units and so much time left, so it's not an issue on this attack. Now we have an 11 on 11 hit. This is more fun to watch, at least from my end, because this is not a dip, and we don't necessarily expect this to be a 3-star. Now we know, of course, know this is a 3-star, but let's have a look at it. They are being made a funnel. It's a Hawk attack, of course. He has to wait. Lomatu has to wait till the Eagle is done before he can send in the Hawks. We will see that he might even start a little earlier. Yeah, they came there because he needed the support from the Hawks, but that's fine because the Eagle never targeted the Hawks. And hopefully he won't have the Hawks going down to this wizard tower, because that would have ruined the pathing. And he got so much with this kill squad. He got the entire center, so there's not a lot left to do anything about this attack. Of course, there was the king who had freebies on the Hawks, but there were so many Hawks and the kill squad got so much, so what will we see is that there are still so many Hawks left that they will easily be able to take down the rest. I will just fast forward this, and of course, again, if something should be said about the lack of things on this attack, would be that it would be have been nice to have a cleanup, but again, it's clearly not a needed thing. We'll see the 6-pack from Lomatu here. This is a bitch attack. He will go in from 9 to 6 to the core. Where will he add the siege? Around here maybe? Yep, it came down. And how far will that go? Because he has only one job, so he has to be reckoned at least to this wall over here with his siege, to get to the point that he wanted accordingly to what jump he has. So let's see how that goes, if that is true. The thing with bitch attacks is that they're very strong on all level of, and you can see the siege did get through that point, but bitch attacks are very strong on all TH levels, on TH9, TH10, TH11, TH12. They're very strong. If we have to say something bad about bitch, and I can easily say something bad about bitch attacks, that is, even though it's very strong, and even though it's recommended on some basis, the bad thing is that you cannot copy this kind of attack. You don't know what is going to happen in the end game. Someone might say they have a clue. I really don't believe it. I believe it's more like it's randomized, what will happen in the end game, and this is why it's very difficult to copy an attack. So let's assume that he got a 98% on this attack. I wouldn't be able to say, okay, let's copy this, let's just do it a little bit faster, or let's do a small change to get the base. But regardless, it's of course a very strong attack, because it's working, and it's working great. Now we are going to TH10 and a 10 on 10, and we will see a bitch attack as well. As said before, that bitch attacks works on all TH levels. He sets a little bit healer to get heal the witches on the side, so he gets the funnel done correctly. He only have one job, which means that he's relied that the siege will break through at least, I would say, this wall as well, at least, because it probably should further on, because he needs the jump over here to get to this IT, but he actually uses it here, which in my point of view seemed, maybe it was the right thing, maybe it was. I believe that what he was intended to was to have the siege also break through this wall here, so he could have made the jump over here. But let's see how it goes. Regardless of what I was thinking, this was still a 3-star, so it was still a good job. And maybe my thinking was just strategic wrong, I don't know. But let's have a look on how it will go, because there is this wizard tower, bomb tower, and the IT, and that should actually be dangerous. I could imagine that there won't be that much units left when this is done. But let's have a look on how it's going. Oh, he will maybe get the bounce. No, he didn't even get the bounce. Nah, there's still so much. So many units. Yeah, it's wrecked. He had to actually have more than participated. And another 10 on 10. This is a hog attack, and he's going in from the top. What will we expect here is that he will probably have to get down to the bomb tower before he can start entering the hogs. Of course, you will also need to have killed the CC. The queen turned around to get to the center. That's great. That's needed. And the Hawks coming over now. Going in what I call for the horseshoe. It probably reminds a little bit more like an L, but it's what I call the horseshoe. They have to run in that direction all the time to have a successful Hawk, to make sure that they don't break off in different groups too much. He still have a heal left, probably gonna use it for the Tesla farm. Yeah. A little bit hard seeing how much left he actually have, but I think there's plenty of Hawks left, so it is rigged, and that one bowler going up to the Dark Dwell there, so it should be pretty much GG. Nikolai is also going in with a clean witch attack. Oh my god, this, I'm gonna look forward looking how this is gonna go. It's been ages since I've seen a clean witch attack. That's like several years ago. Actually, I really seen it. I'm not gonna say that much on this because I have no clue what he expects. I have no clue what the plan actually was here. Was the plan that he wanted the king to go to inside with the queen, or I have no idea. So I'm looking forward to see if this attack is a lucky strike where there's not a lot of units left getting it done, or if it actually shows that it's OP. I have no clue about that. Don't think a lot of people seen these kind of attacks before, so this is actually very funny to be watching. There's a lot of skeletons, and there's only this Wish Tower left to be able to do something. I don't know why he used his freeze on this. It was single targeted units. Probably should have been used on the Wish Tower, but still, he got a lot of witches left. There's a lot of skeletons left. When this Wizard Tower is done, there even a lot smaller amount of witches would have been enough. Oh my god, he got so much left of his total army. He almost have all the witches left. He had like 10 witches left of this attack, with 15 witches being used and bowlers in the CC. Wow, never seen this attack in the new meta. Let's see if it was a random strike, or if we will see more of these kind of attacks later on the TH10 level. This is a bitch attack. I think bitch attack seems more reliable, but I might be wrong. Maybe clean witch attacks are just as reliable. Again, a bitch attack. He has one jump, which means that he needs his wall rigger to get at least through this wall over here, so he can have the jump around this area. Maybe down here, but he probably don't need it down here. He will probably use it around here. And that rigger is still not down. Now it's down. He's still not using his jump. Why is he not using his jump? I have no clue. The jump came there as expected, and yeah, if he uses his Barbarian King, this is GG. Good attack. In general, they show a lot of solid attacks. It's not like we have seen any of the attacks where it have been like a lucky punch, lucky strike, a few units left that shows that this could have gone the other way. It shows very strong set of attacks on all, at least on all the bases we have been watching. We haven't, of course, been watching if there have been a lot of failures before and if the attacks have been copied or whatever. But it clearly shows that they have the understanding of the strategic approach, since in general that all the bases are going down, and they're not just going down, they're going down with confidence. So again, a bitch attack, and the wall rigger just wrecks through the entire base. It probably shows that the wall rigger either have too much health, or that it has too much power against walls. So it probably should be nerfed. It shouldn't be okay that you can have a TH10 on TH10 where you can set a wall breaker, go through the entire base, and first launch at the town hall below here. That seems ridiculous. And even though that he didn't get this CC, he's gonna get the 3-star as well. He will probably need to knock the queen now. Yeah, he did, but still, that's just incredible. I'm amazed that the siege actually went through it all. Nice, a Lalo attack. So we have a blimp going in here, probably with loons, taking down all these defense structures, 2 ADs and a little bit more, but that was the main thing to get. Maybe even that West Tower as well. Wow, it was a good blimp. It got a lot of defense structures for only one. It wasn't even a rage, it was a haste spell, right? So that was crazy, getting that mud. And it's Asuri preparing for the pathing for the loons. Probably gonna get maybe 180 if lucky. Maybe even 2. Maybe he's not. Maybe she's not gonna die. Oh my god! This is like I'm thinking that there will be there might even be a hound left standing when this job is over. Let's have a look. He gets the skeleton placed correctly accordingly to the queen. And all hounds. First hound popped. And a heal for the loons, but it also heals the hound, so still only 1 hound popped. I said that only 1 hound popped. 2 hounds left. Yeah. This was also expected when we saw how much the blimp got and how much that the queen over here, the Sui, they got. Then there really wasn't that much back to kill the lavas. So really like that attack, seeing that they also have the Lalo power, seeing that Sneaky has the power on the TH10 level to use both Hogs, bitch attacks, witch attacks, and also Lalo attacks. That's nice that they have the entire composition to be using. So that will of course give them a huge advantage in general, so they can target different kind of designs correctly. I will fast forward this one a little bit. He will probably need also to get the queen, the CC and the queen. Yeah, he did. Again, when using these hog attacks, when seeing that a hog attack is a success, we will often see this horseshoe formation or L formation, regardless how you call it, where the hog starts from one side, ending at the U, the horseshoe formation, on the other side. Beautiful attack. And another bitch attack here from it must be Kniv's mini account. He was a very solid attacker, had great attacks above on the 12 on 12 and dip as well. He has again one jump. This means that, as earlier, that he needs to get pretty deep with his siege. He has two freezes, probably for the ITs, especially in case if they target, of course, one of the royals, but also if they target the siege, so the siege can actually get through. Optimal, the siege actually gets through to the entire CC, so they can make the last jump over here. This also happened, but they actually didn't need that jump, because the siege that's just going all the way, it's going all the way to the TH, to the town hall. Maybe it's gonna die before, I don't think so. It's just wrecking in everything. It's like siege is only able to die if a single IT is targeting it, or if yeah, about that. That's just crazy. Really, it's very crazy, I think. He didn't even need that jump. That's ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. That shows how strong that kind of attack is. It's the same kind of approach on this design. Let's see if that siege ends up going all the way to the town hall. It really depends if that IT is going to target the siege, but if it's not gonna target the siege, then I believe that the siege will go all the way to the town hall, which probably wasn't the plan. I think that the jump was planned to go here. Yeah, it came down. And of course the two freezes for the ITs when they are targeting royals or the siege. But if I was him, when it breaks down here, I would actually activate the siege myself, depending of course on what's inside. If there was a golem inside, it didn't need it to be, but Valkyries there would have been great. It actually were Valkyries, so it's just crazy. Crazy kind of strategy working very good. It's like if they get the funnel right and get into the corner, and the TH is on the different corner. Let's see if it will be the same reversed from below here, and see if they will make the siege from here going towards the entire. Yeah, they will. It seems like that kind of attack is ridiculously strong. Of course, I don't know if they did try attacking the same base here with different kind of strategies first, or if they did anything to modify it. And the freezes, so the siege will get through it all. They still have that one jump probably to get here, but they didn't even need that jump. I mean, crazy. And did he activate the siege himself? I think he did. Great job. And great scene by Sneaky Bastards that this approach really works. And then we have a dip. So they did have some fails on TH10 on 10 since they needed a dip. And he actually have wall breakers with him, probably because he wanted to enter from the middle here instead of having the siege or from the side. I expect this to be wrecked totally, just because it's a dip. There's not much to say. Don't even need to comment that much on this attack. I will just speed it up. Because it's so rarely seen that people fail dips nowadays, especially in the new in the new update, TH12 update. Now if someone fails, then it's more likely to be from TH12 to TH11. Again, it's a dip, so I will just speed it up. It's a hog attack, so he will probably need to get to the center more or less, so you can make an L formation or horseshoe formation. You can see the hogs going and ending up over here. So it's pretty much over. And a 10 on 10. This I'm looking forward. And this is not even the bitch attack on this design. I was like, are they going to make the bitch attack going in from this angle here? But no, it's a hog attack. They probably want to get around this point. They would need to get before putting down the hogs. I think he should have used something to funnel over here, but he's not getting to the side, so it seems that the funnel is strong enough. And he got to around that point here. Now he's setting in the hogs. We'll take down, of course, the IT. Will we see a giant bomb above it? Maybe. No, we didn't even see a giant bomb there. I would have expected that. You will see a little bit of a split of the hogs right now. Some of them in the top, some of them in the middle. But he will still get it. There were the giant bomb on this IT, but there's still so much left. And he still got a lot of hogs left actually. So this is done. Great attack by Kaiser Wilhelm. And he even had AQ ability left. I know it's not a maxed hits 10 base, not nearly, but looking, we still only have level 30 and level 36 royals. So even though that I know that the units are TH 10s, it's still beautiful that it's possible with lower royals to still get a 3-star. We're seeing that he's using a lot of time on the funnel. He's needing to reach his queen. The siege is coming in here. He probably want to get this bomb tower, maybe even that inferno tower and the CC as well. And when he is inside here, we will probably see that the hogs will go down shortly from 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock, going up here. Oh, they also came there. And a healer over here. And also one nearby the bomb tower, and the last one about these wizard towers. Is what we will expect to be seeing. Yeah, it came down there and is GG. I love that it's possible still for players that are not maxed in their royals to actually be able to get the bases done. Great attack by Minicolored. Then we have King Yasu going in, a hog attack, cleanup units. Let's see. Going in from here, sending the siege from 6 o'clock probably. So he will get into the center here. When he gets to the center, I believe that he will activate the hogs either from 3 o'clock or from 9 o'clock. But my belief is that he will still need to get to around the point of this expo before he will do it. But let's have a look on how it goes. It's a Hound in the CC, which can take a little more time to get down. So, and the CC is more or less down now, so now he can activate his hogs. He's still waiting with the hogs. Oh, there they came. He could probably easily have placed them a little bit earlier, but still, he got the entire center, and now there's so much left. He could probably even slag a heal or two if he just used one heal over here. He would probably be able to slag two. I don't think he will. I think he will cast one heal more, but and then he have one slagging heal left. That's just crazy. Great attack, great scene by King Yasu. And this is a TH9. That's where we are going to stop. We're don't going to look through them. Very great attacks by Sneaky Bastards. It clearly shows great performance. It shows great strategic approaches. I may admit I might have expected to see more Lalo hits, but great to see that other kind of strategies works very great. So hopefully both Sneaky Bastard and Knights Templar are going to do very well in the CVL Rising. Great. Bye bye.